The CDL is making us play on a combined 140 ping more for this match or forfeit. We're deciding to play through it. There's a server where the pings are even, but not allowed to play on that according to the CDL. Which server would you consider most fair? Server A, 40, 40, 40 equals 160, 32, 32. I totally understand where Attach is coming from. If I'm a player and I'm playing in these online qualifying matchups for the major, it's super important that we have a fair, competitive environment to compete in. I mean, this guy's playing for his career. His teammates are playing for his career. They're all playing for each other. If there is a problem with the Denver server, the CDL needs to figure that out, because that is the fairest way for a team in LA to compete. And there's a lot of different ways that you can make this argument, depending on what side you're on. Your team is literally called Cloud9 New York, but they're playing out of LA. Listen, if they're on 55 ping and OpTic is on 20 ping, there is a clear advantage to OpTic. But it's an online qualifying match. If they didn't want to have to deal with this, they know that there's 6 teams in Texas. The players should have lobbied and leveraged Cloud9 to have them based out of Texas. I don't know what the LA Thieves players were playing on when they were in LA, because we did years and years of online matches playing out of LA. It sounds like the Denver server was working and functional at that time, so maybe it wasn't that big of a problem, because I don't remember it ever being a point of contention when we were competing in these online matches. But either way, if I'm a player and I'm attached, that guy's been around the league for a long time. That man does not have really a negative bone in his body. So if he's complaining about it and bringing it up on social media, it's obviously a problem, and they feel like they are being wronged and they are being put in an unfair position in this match. But to be 2 matches into the season and tweeting about that, for him to kind of label it as like, oh, there's a 160 millisecond combined ping difference, I think that is stretching the truth a little too far, although I understand where he's coming from, and I would feel as if I was put in an unfair position if there's another server that would work better for the matchup to make the teams more even versus what they're playing on now. I get where he's coming from, but at the same time, I think the tweet is a little too far from a trying to justify it perspective. I don't know. The CDL, at the end of the day, the onus is on them to make sure these teams are competing in a fair environment. Straight up. But to be tweeting about the ping before the match even starts, it kind of like checks me out of the actual matchup. I'm just thinking about that these guys probably think that this match is bullshit as it is.